from beautiful Loitoktok. Let me tell you a story. Well, have you noticed I tell so many stories? I'm always telling stories. It's just something I love doing. So I'm in Kenya and I'm actually in a town called Loitoktok, which happens to be a village at the border of Kenya and Tanzania. And the most beautiful thing about this place is that you can see Mount Kilimanjaro right behind me. Right now it's covered in clouds, so you cannot see it. Last year in 2020, exactly today, on this day last year, I was climbing Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, Tanzania. I was actually beginning my climb at this time. It's about 2 p.m. right now. I was supposed to do a Christmas/New Year's climb, and it was one of the best, most beautiful trips of my life. During the climb, my mountain guide asked me to come again next year, and jokingly I told him that who knows, I might come to Kilimanjaro next year too. Well, guess what? That next year is today. It is exactly the same day when I started my climb. Even though I am not on Kilimanjaro, I'm actually at Kilimanjaro. So yesterday she told me that, Sapna, you're gonna wake up to the beautiful view of Mount Kilimanjaro, and I thought that that would just be like a view, you know, I would see mountain in the distance and I'd be able to see the peak covered with clouds. I wasn't too excited. I thought it would just be a little view, but I woke up this morning and I saw gigantic Kilimanjaro right in my face. I was like a baby jumping in the candy shop. I literally texted my guide. I sent him a picture of Kilimanjaro and I told him, look, I did make it to Kilimanjaro. Well, technically not, but still yes.
For Christmas this year, my friend brought me to her maternal village, a beautiful and a lush green sanctuary right at the base of Kilimanjaro, which was, by the way, a surprise. I had no idea that her parents lived here. I am obsessed with Mount Kilimanjaro, so this trip was extra special to me since I had no idea where I was going. It wasn't the kind of Christmas that we spent here in this part of the world. Instead of indulging in material consumerism, we all spent this Christmas with just one another, walking in the fields and collecting and cooking our own food.
We're collecting vegetables for the lunch today.
Okay, what did you get?
Okay.
Kale.
Mama,
Yes.
unafanya nini?
Napika pilau.
Unapika pilau?
Yes.
Ah. We're making pilau with Mama. We are on our way to see Leah's farm. Woo! It started to rain and we have to take shelter. We're just gonna hide into the first house. Hey Leah, how do you like this weather?
I hate it.
Why do you hate it? You live here.
It's cold.
It's not cold. You have to come to Boston to see what is cold.
It's rainy. I don't hate cold. It's just rainy.
Yeah, it's rainy. It gets very muddy, especially in the farms when it gets rainy. Oh, it stopped. It rained cats and dogs today, and finally the sun is out. Well, we managed to make it to the home, took a shower, and guess what? I'm back on fields again. I'm just strolling around looking at this beautiful lush green field around me and appreciating the freshness of air, the coolness of breeze, and just how fresh, pleasant, and organic everything is. It really makes a difference when you come to a pure place and you fill your lungs with the purest of air there is. You know, when I first started traveling, like a few years ago, actually a long time ago, I used to contact local tour guides and I would usually ask people on the ground to help me organize things and come pick me at the airport. So I would usually do some assisted and aided tours one way or the other. Even though I was always solo, I would use several people on ground to help me accomplish a few things, take me from point A to point B. And although that style of traveling offered a lot of security and certainty, I felt that there was a large portion of an experience, local experience that I was missing out on because my trips were too organized. Now, please don't get me wrong, I think safety is the priority. My style now is a little bit different. I actually just book my flights, find a place to stay for a night or two. I always make sure that I have some place to go from airport, and I figure out how to go from airport to that place where I'm staying, and from there I just go with the flow. I meet people, I meet locals, I rely completely on their recommendations and suggestions, and of course I also come with a lot of research and background. But I usually go with the flow now, and I meet people as I go, and I really don't have places to stay or even contacts to take me from point A to point B. I kind of just come and make my own trip and see where life takes me.